If there's one thing that SheGlam knows how to do well, it's collections. And mainly collections that are in collaboration with something. And their newest being Powerpuff Girls. We have the Save the Day Lip Care Lip Mask. Now also, before I go any further, excuse my tan. I've tried to, I may as well just show you it, just expose myself. And in between the fingers, skanky. I'm aware, I know. I have tried to fix it, probably made it worse in the process. So just in case you're thinking, what the heck? I am an idiot. Got this and I was like, PPG? What does PPG stand for? Took me a very long time for it to sink in. Powerpuff Girls. So this is the lip mask. This is actually really cute. It of course has the blue, pink and green swirl. Tough Love Shimmer Blush. Has any other brand came out with a Powerpuff Girls collection? I want to say Colourpop, but I could be completely wrong. I don't know, because I was obviously showing Kyle this makeup and he had said, have you not had something else, Colourpop or Powerpuff Girls? And I said no. But someone's telling me I think I might have had a Powerpuff Girls blush from Colourpop. Would I be right in saying that? So this is the packaging for the blush. It's in a wee tin box. And then at the inside, I have the 3 palettes. So we have one each for Bubbles, Blossom and Buttercup. The packaging is so cool. It's obviously, because it's tin, it's magnetic. That's Bubbles palette. This is Blossom's palette. And Buttercup. And then this is the packaging of the shadow sticks. And do you know what these are called? One is called Sugar, Spice, and Everything Nice. Here's something that I didn't notice. Look. It has this like bouncy jelly texture. I probably have it rolled up far too high. Isn't that really interesting? Oh, maybe again, still far too high to swatch. They are stunning. That is the strangest formula. Again, spongy, bouncy formula. Gonna give this a swatch. Do you know, I'm thinking of maybe doing Bubbles. Like maybe doing some with blue. Bubbles was always my favourite, to be honest. Because I did grow up with Powerpuff Girls. I think that's why I'm actually so excited about this collection. It's always exciting whenever you actually grew up watching something and then a makeup brand comes out with that collection. Like, you know, for example, like Pokemon. Like, somebody was at me for not really knowing anything about Pokemon, and I'm sorry that I committed a crime that I didn't know what Pokemon was. Well, I knew what it was, but I never watched it, I never had an interest, so I didn't get excited for it. And you know, like the Sailor Moon collection from Colourpop as well, couldn't care less. So, you know, it's always more exciting whenever you have an interest who or what the brand is collaborating with. And then we have 3 lip glosses. So let's start with the blush first, shall we? Looking at it, it just seems to have a bit of a subtle shimmer, and I think, oh, do I really want to swatch it? I think it's just going to have like a really nice, like natural rosy hue. I also just want to mention, by the way, that these products were all kindly gifted to me from SheGlam. I'm not on their PR list, but any new release or collection that they come out with, they do email me and ask me do I want it. But of course all opinions will be my own. So I think because it's quite pale, I'm not too sure if you can see that there's 3 colours basically in this. So we have 2 rings on the outer, 1 ring in the inner, and then the centre. I feel like I would preferably have, you know, like 1 of the outer rings and then 2 of this colour, and then obviously 1 of that colour. Is that just me? Because it is just looking quite pale maybe? I don't know, but we'll see. But I think that it's just going to be more subtle on the skin. As I said, and just give a bit of a rosy hue. You can also see a wee bit of glow. I of course have my liquid cream blush on, bit of bronzer and no highlight. So because I knew that this was going to have a wee bit of shimmer on it, I didn't use any highlight. Just to kind of see how that glow would come through. So I'm going to try and build it up a wee bit more. Surprisingly enough, that's actually nicely pigmented as well, isn't it? Palettes, I'm going to have another wee nosy because I really have no idea what I want to do. But here's the thing, like, I'm obviously very thankful that I get sent these products from SheGlam, right? But that doesn't mean that it's going to alter my opinions. It doesn't mean that I'm going to keep my opinions to myself. They are actually very, very pretty opened up, but I'm still going to be completely honest. Like, looking at this palette, how it is, if I wasn't able to actually see inside it, I would have a fair idea on what the colours and the shades would look like inside. Does that make sense? I find that these shades that they've chose to put in these palettes are just very predictable. But as well as that, it makes sense. I can appreciate it, I do understand. But they're just very, not gimmicky, but just, the shades are just predictable. And this palette here, like, I understand, I get it. I really do like these shades, and I love the fact that there's a pop of yellow in there and a black. All the palettes are a mixture of mattes and shimmers, and really nice shimmers as well, actually. And then we have the green. I think every shade, yeah, no, every palette has like a really nice deep colour as well. So the palettes themselves, like the wee quads, I feel like you definitely are able to actually use one palette for one makeup look, because you have your lighter shades, your darker shades, your in-between shades. You have a shade there if you want to pop something in the crease, and you also have your shimmer shades. And the shimmers don't kind of outweigh the matte shades. I feel like you can do so much more, of course, with your matte shades, and then your shimmers are just to enhance the makeup look or incorporate in somewhere. So there's that nice balance between the shimmers and the mattes. But I just feel like the colour stories are just a wee bit, they're predictable. Lovely, but predictable. I'm thinking blue. I am thinking blue. These shades here are absolutely stunning, especially this colour here. This looks really, really pretty. Lovely, right? And then this shimmer. Oh my god! This shade here is just shouting at me. Oh, look at that. I do think that I'm going to go with the blue. I'm going to take the Everything Nice. It's so nice getting old. You can't see shit. So I'm going to use this as a base for one of the other shadows. I'm going to go straight in, just in the inner corner, in the half C shape. Bringing it like right into the inner corner as well, why not? Because I obviously have a lot of concealer on my eyelids to act as an eyeshadow base. I don't really think I'm getting the best payoff. No. Can you see the difference, like how it's supposed to look and how it's looking on my eye? The creaminess of these is just mixing with my concealer, like my eyeshadow base is kind of what's to be expected, right? This happens all the time. And I'm just going to, I don't really think I need to give it a blend, but I'm going to anyway. That looks horrible. It's no fault in the product, it's just what I happen to have on my eyes. And then I'm going in, can you see like the state of that? It's looking a wee bit dodgy. Into this dark blue. Oh, that's looking good. And if we press this on top, oh, I'm getting a lot of fallout. Really focus that at the inner corner. Wow, this is looking intense. That blue is actually extremely pretty. That's looking stunning. I don't know if this is acting as a really good base for these shadows, or the shadows are actually just nicely pigmented just themselves on their own. But from experience, like past experience with SheGlam eyeshadows, they are great. They are so, so good. I could even go in with one of these pink shades in the middle. Green and blue, what do you think? I think blue and pink might go better and more on theme than blue and green. Oh, what do you think? This is one of these moments where I wish you were able to speak to me. It could be nice, but okay, I'm gonna give myself a couple minutes to think about it. So just keeping on packing this on the outer corner. Don't be like me and let your intrusive thoughts win. Yeah. I wanted to see how squishy it really was, and I just squished it between my fingers. Now I'm going to go into this light blue with a wee fluffy brush, and I'm going to adjust this on the inner corners a wee bit. So I don't know whether I'm loving or hating this. I feel like it's either going to be one of two ways. I'm going to love it, I'm going to think it's really cool once we're done, or hate it because it just looks like really shit superhero makeup. I was thinking yellow, like putting the yellow in the inner corner, or in the center, sorry, but I'm just wanting to use all shimmers. I have to say I'm loving all shimmers all over the lid at the minute. Okay, we're back to it looking not necessarily pretty, but it looks okay. It just looks racy. I might actually go in with one of the pink shimmers on top just to see how this looks. Okay, it's this one I'm using, by the way. I might take a wee bit of this darker shimmer. Yeah, you can see that a wee bit better. Okay, continuing on with this pink. Taking some of the black. Gonna press this along my lash line. I don't think I'm gonna pick green lip gloss. I did try this shade off camera before I applied some lip liner there, and they're actually very nice. You can definitely see like the shimmer off them, and like the glitter reflex. No, actually really pretty. I'm gonna use the pink one. I can't go over my freaking eyes. They're really pretty actually. No, I like these. I definitely do like these. And do you know something? The eyeshadow palettes are great as well. It's just, I'm not a fan of the eye makeup look that I done. What in the fucking gender reveal is going on right now? You can definitely see how nice those shadows applied and how pigmented and everything they are. The blush is really nice. These shadow sticks, I love the concept of them and like the formula of them. They're different. Like I think that's quite cool actually. It's definitely interesting and it's different. I can respect that, but I don't think I will get much use out of these or even use them again. I think again it wasn't the product that was the issue, because they were swishing really well in my hands, like as you can see, and like they're still there. I think the eyeshadow base that I had laid on was just too thick, and obviously it was a concealer, and I noticed that it wasn't actually like lifting up the eyeshadow base for the concealer, it was just kind of mixing in with it really. The glosses I'll definitely use. I've been really getting into lip gloss recently, so I'll definitely be using these. Do you know what? These are actually very, very cute. I really do feel like these are just very Y2K 90s, and the wee key rings and all on them. And I do love the colours. The colours are absolutely stunning, and it's actually a very nice gloss. Really nice comfortable formula. It actually really feels like in between like a gloss and a lip oil. Lip mask, I obviously haven't tried, and I don't want to try it because I've got so many lip masks open and just a couple of pokes out of them, so I don't want to go in and destroy and ruin this yet. So I will list these products down below in the description box, friends. I just want to go and have a wee nose out, and yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.